Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Excel VBA Expert. In today's video, we will be learning how we can create the UDF functions in Excel. So UDF, what is UDF? UDF it means user defined function. Okay, which means we create our own function in Excel. Alright, using VBA coding. Right, through VBA code, we will be creating our own function which can help us to getting our output. Okay, in a very simple simple way. All right, so UDF okay, let's get into the practical so that we will understand in a better way. Okay, but before that I would like to tell you the advantages of UDF function. For example, that if we have the multiple functions, multiple formulas in Excel like a VLOOKUP. All right, so I have taken the syntax of VLOOKUP. Okay, here you guys can see whenever we write equal to VLOOKUP, we get these in the syntax. So the difference would be, okay, when we will create the UDF function. All right, and whatever the Excel provided us the functions like a VLOOKUP, SUMIF, COUNTIF. In that case, we would have the syntax, right? But when we will create our UDF functions, so in that case, okay, we would be having the syntax, but the syntax you would not be able to recognize in Excel when you are using, okay, that function in the Excel. But the same function you are implementing, and you are implementing in coding. So in that case, you will be able to see the syntax what it is asking. Okay, we will do the practical. Okay, then we will understand in a better way. But let's understand the advantages of user defined function. So how this function basically helps us? So it helps us to code reusability. It means the user defined function allow us to reuse the same code multiple times without having to rewrite it. This saves time and prevents the error. Exactly, when let's suppose we have to do the same thing multiple times, so it does not mean that we will write multiple times code. We can create the function, okay, in the VBA which can run, okay, multiple time as many times we want. All right, and second, we have a readability. It means, okay, whenever you are creating the function, so that means that person can read it, okay, read it very easily and can identify, okay, for which purpose this function has created. All right, and the maintenance user defined function make the maintenance, okay, easier as the changes can be quickly implemented in the function. Okay, in function what happen, we can create and we can make the amendments as per the requirement, okay, as many time as we want. All right, and the fourth one, the efficiency. Okay, rather than writing the very lengthy or very massive code in the VBA, if we have created the function, that function can help us a lot. All right, and the efficiency and the accuracy of the work will be the 100%. Okay, as compared to writing the code. Okay, as compared to writing the code in the module. So in today's video, we will be creating the three basic UDF function for understanding purpose. These are the basic. Okay, we will be creating very basic function today only for the understanding. Alright, but in my later on video, I will be definitely creating the function on on the logical questions. Alright, so let's get the first function we will be create the very basic function in Excel. Let me help you to understand what it is and how it works. Right, so I'm going to module or by pressing alt F11. All right, so let me create one module here. All right, I have created here I will be writing my code in option explicit mode. Right, okay, so what I will be doing, I will be creating the function in Excel. So how we can start to create the function? Let me help you. If you know normal code we write by writing sub, sub procedure question number one. So this is how, right? But instead of sub, we will be writing a function here, and function name I would provide. So I would provide UDF some values. This is my function name. All right, here I would provide my syntax. I mean, what are the parameters we want? All right, so I want the first number. I want to create the function which can sum the two values, right? So here I would be writing number one, okay, as integer, as a single, for example, as single, okay, and number two as a single, right? So this is how you can start to write the code. Okay, here you have to provide here, Okay, between these two lines that you have to write whatever you want to get the output. As per the requirement, you have to write the code here. All right, so here I would declare one more variable here, dim. All right, dim result as long, for example. All right, so here I would be writing result. I will be doing number one plus number two, and after that we have to store it into the UTF function some values. This is the function name which you have to write in the last, and after that you have to provide the value, what value would be in the result one, right? So now the function we have created, for example, now if I will be doing question number one, here I am writing UDF function. So you guys can see we have the UDF some values which function we have created in the model. If I would press here, the difference only would be here. Okay, we will not be able to see the syntax, but we are aware what are the syntax we need to provide, what are the parameters. So I need to provide the this value and this value. If I would press enter, so the sum we have got, right? For example, if we will create like this, so this is how we can create the function simply. Okay, I'm not telling you the very logical functions here. All right, so for example, if I will write a UDF this function and this one, and we'll drag it like this, so we can get our output like this. This in the Excel we have used, but when it comes about to use the same thing in the VBA coding, for example, now I want to get the sum here but through the VBA. So here I would be creating sub procedure question number one. For example, here I would provide dim k as an integer, j as an integer. All right. Okay, in this sub procedure I want to call my function. Okay, simple. One more thing we will be learning here, how we can call our function in the sub procedures. Here what we are doing, we are calling our this function, okay, in the sub procedure question number one. Okay, here. So how we can do in k, I want to provide 2, in j I want to provide 1. Here I want to call my function, I would be writing like call UDF functions. At the moment I would press open bracket. So here we will be able to see the syntax, number one as a single, number two as a single. So I would provide k and j, right? And in the message box, okay, in the message box I want to show it. Okay, in the message box, I want to show message box. All right, here how we can do it, message box for example, and VB information. So now let's see if I'm FA. No. Here we need to store it in the variable dim result as a variant, and result here I will provide result. Alright. Message box result of video information. Now let's start to okay. By reference argument type mismatch 2.1 and 2.4 for example. By reference argument type mismatch. Alright. Okay, for example, I am writing it like this. Just hold on. Wow. Still, here what I will be doing, I will be writing my code like this. K application dot input box. Please enter number one underscore right. And the same with the J. It would be number two. Alright. Now let's start to run. Still I'm getting error by reference argument type mismatch. Alright, why we are getting this error, let me show you. Let's change the data type here. I want to get my output here, for example. So what I will be doing, I will write my, I would like to run the loop here. Dim cell as a range, for example. And for each cell in column which, in column A2 to A, alright, cells will be rows dot count, column index will be A, Excel up, getting my last row. Alright, in this loop, okay, I want to write my code. If my cell dot value will not be unequal to blank, then what should happen? It should call my function. Alright, it should call my function. How? UDF function cell dot value and cell dot offset 0, 1 dot value and if. Alright, so now let's start to run. Okay, here you just need to see, okay, how it is working. If I am running my code by pressing F8 at the moment, okay, we went to the call UDF function. Okay, it directly taken us to the function. Here you guys can see, if I would hover my cursor here, result 5, it means 5 would be here. Alright, if I would press F8, then okay, now we are not printing that value, okay, anywhere. Alright, I am just showing you how it is working. Alright, again the code would go and result would be, okay, now it has gone. In the third row we are running it, right? In the third row, so it would be 4. In the third, yes, it would be 4. Alright, now the question is how we can print the 4, okay, in this cell. In this cell I want to print it. Alright, so that is the question. Let's start to do then. I'm commenting it, and result we have already given. In result I will be providing call user functions cell dot value cell dot offset 0, comma dot value, and just hold on, I think some error we are getting. Alright, after that I want to print cell dot offset in 0, 3 dot value would be the result one. Alright, after that the success message should come, success. Alright, so let's start to run. It is working or not? 5, it is coming in 5, so instead of 3 we need to provide 2. Alright, now let's rerun it, and I am here. What we have learned, how we can call our function in suppose, that is what we have learned here. Okay, that is my main purpose of telling you. Now I am running this code, pressing F5. Success. This is how we can call and we can create the function in Excel, and we can call the same in the sub procedures. Alright, I hope guys that you have learned it how we can create. Okay, the both thing we have done, and in the last one I want to create one more function which can help me to get the value from the raw data. For example, I have here employee name, for example. Alright, employee name I have employee name, and I want to write, for example, Akash, Kishan, Diksha, Mohit, Sanju, Harry. Alright, and some other name, for example, Nitesh, Manveer, Abhikant, Manas. Alright, great. So I have these employee name. Now what I want to create my functions. All right, I want to create my function which can convert these employee name into the uppercase. I mean, for example, these are the name in the proper format. Okay, in the proper format. But here what I want to create my function which can work. Okay, same like upper function which we have in the Excel. Okay, this is how. Okay, this is okay. Upper function basically we want to create. Okay, how we can do it. Upper function how we can create. All right, so here what I will be doing. Okay, we will be using the upper formula. Okay, in our UDF function, but we will be having the parent name, okay, of our UDF function. For example, here what we have when we are writing equal to upper, we are getting this thing, but we will be using this upper function inside the inside the UDF function, but the UDF function would be working, okay, as a different name. Okay, so let me help you with the okay practically so that you will understand. I am creating one more function UDF proper. For example, here I want cell name as single, name as string. All right, name as string. What I want to run my loop here. I want to run my loop. Dim cell as a range, dim cell as a range. I want to provide the range here, not a this one. I want to provide the name, okay, and dim cell as a range. All right, so what I want to do, I want to run my code for each cell in, for each cell in name, next cell. Here what I want, if cell dot value would be unequal to blank, then what it should provide me, it should work like cell dot offset 0 comma 1 dot value. It should work as VBA dot ucase and shell dot value. This is how it should work. How we can do it? All right, so what I'm doing, I'm writing here UDF function and will press enter, but it would not work. It would not work at all. You guys can see, because we need to provide the range. Only this function we can use, and we can call it in, we can call it in where, we can call it in the sub procedure. So let's start to call it. Okay, and write the sub procedure. I'm writing sub procedure question number 2. Here I want to provide dim rng as a range. Okay, and call, and I want to now call my function call UDF proper. What would be the range? Range would be what? A2 to A12. Okay, A2 to A12. This is how I am writing, for example. Now if I would call my function like this, okay, range I need to provide, so I would provide range A2 to A12. Now let's run it. You guys can see. Are you seeing it? How it is working? See, this is one. This is how we can create the function. Okay, in the Excel, or even in the Excel using VBA or UDF function, and this is how we can call the function. Okay, in the Excel sheet or in the sub procedure. All right, I hope you guys have understood, and even this code I would provide in the description box, which can help you a lot, in order to creating our the UDF functions. All right, so all right, and apart from that, if you want to make me to the video on any topic, okay, please let me know in the comment box. Definitely I would. All right, thank you so much everyone for watching this video. Thanks a lot.